my dreadlock in the end zone with the mad dot. One phone call, get it dead stop. I feel like I own the season. Say one.
Okay, Coach, thank you. We are about 4,300 miles away from you there in Orlando as we come to you from the European home of the NFL, London, England. Coming up, another edition of the NFL International Series, and it should be a good one, between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Los Angeles Rams. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback.
Set, ready? 60 Pittsburgh.
This is Joe Mixon, fourth in the NFL in rushing last season. They'll have a first down past the 40. And finally, down at the 41-yard line. A Bengal first down on the 16-yard pickup there.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42, and he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. Time will tell if that's an interception that rattles the rookie here. First drive on the road.
And you know the discussion going into the game? Centered on, okay, let's get out nice and easy, take care of the football, we're on the road. You're a youngster, let's not make mistakes early. But now the conversation will shift to, okay, put it behind you, move on. Long way to go in this one.
After the interception, here's Gone. Man open, he's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
A gain of 5 brings up second and 5 at the Bengals' 40-yard line.
They'll break the huddle, send 3 receivers left, 1 to the right on second and 5. Here's Gone. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
They come up now, 3rd and 5, following the incomplete pass. He's got a man. It's Sutton. That's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A good pickup, 17 yards, and also a Rams first down.
Rams first down.
Value three. Pilot, 64.
Now the first carry for Marshawn Lynch. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Second and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10. A shotgun snap for Gone. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Cortland Sutton was the man he was looking for, and it's third down.
I don't think either one of us is surprised about who they just targeted on that one. I mean, they're going to try and get to him as much as possible. Off to a nice start, but unable to haul that one in.
Yeah, already looked his way a couple of times on this opening drive. Can't connect there. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Goff now looks to throw. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. And he's going to be taken down short of the first, right around the 15-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a fourth down. And no field goal try here from the red zone. Offense out there. They'll go for it on fourth.
54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Hey, over.
They go ahead and snap it. Gone. This is caught. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on fourth down to bring up first and goal. Goff throwing again. Defensively, they better figure something out. Opening drive, he already has 4 catches.
And if you have to figure out how to stop him defensively, that usually means you weaken your defense. That means that now the offense is doing the dictating, and they should have other things open up as well.
They'll go again from the 3 here on second and goal. To the air again. Gone. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Cortland Sutton, his second touchdown on the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Vinatieri able to tack on the PAT, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start first and 10. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down. An incomplete pass leads to second and 10 from the 25. Now a first carry for Giovanni Bernard. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Aaron Donald with a sack.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
"21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Rams are going to start this drive in great field position as they take over. A first update now out of Jacksonville. The Jets out to the early lead. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here.
Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. All right, watch the split. 2 for 1. 2 for 1. Go, go. Hey, watch that. Watch that. Check, Mike 54. Mike 54. Come on. 5, 5, 5. 5. Hey, Delta!
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even play.
Goff on first down. He completes this to Sutton. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs.
And another thing that makes the comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. A nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
Now Goff on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Carlos Dunlap in there for the sack on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. To throw is gone. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Out of the gun, Goff. A pass for Sutton is intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And he'll bring it all the way back, just a yard or two shy of midfield. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. 2nd and 13. That one complete to the former Seminole, Auden Tate. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On the delay, it's Mixon. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Rolling to his right. There goes a deep ball. End zone. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
Back to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Leonard Floyd, the old Georgia Bulldog, fighting his way into the backfield.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their own 23. They'll start on the ground with Lynch. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. It's a Rams 1st down on a pickup of 10. That run's successful in large part because they had a lot of extra help blocking up front.
Yeah, you've got guys who can do that very, very well. In addition, they can catch the football. So sometimes when they line up with 3 tight ends, it's not necessarily to run it, and that gives you an advantage when you do decide to barrel off the line of scrimmage and block people downfield.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Here comes the boom! I see you, boy! I see you!
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Here we go, fellas.
There's Goff. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
How about this offense already feeling good about themselves with a touchdown already in their first drive? They've certainly come out firing, even though that one was incomplete.
With the 7-0 lead, more apt to take a shot like that downfield?
Hey, you're 1 to the good. Go ahead and try and press your advantage.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. From the gun, here's Goff. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Geno Atkins in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. On On the NFL scoreboard, second quarter in Nashville. You saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out. Now a handoff looking right. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Here we go on 2nd and 12. He's got his man. This is Tate.
I'm going to hit you all day, baby. That's a gain of 8. Makes it 3rd and 4.
The Rams calling on their nickel set here defensively for 3rd down. Looking to throw. And he's got Fitzgerald. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A big 3rd down conversion with a gain of 28.
Thus far, it hasn't been a real fun half for them, but a play like that may get them off the schneid a little bit. Get them
into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. Now the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates are going to check on it, because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. On 1st down, gone. Got a man open, it's Sutton. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1.
1st and 10 at the 10-yard line.
Line 20. Check line 54. Line 50. Hey, kill. Hey, Haywood.
Now a 1st down throw, gone. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again is gone. His pass caught at the 4. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Cortland Sutton, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. Vinatieri connecting on the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. The Bengals drive about to get going. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. He'll look to throw. This one complete to Giovanni Bernard. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now back to throw. And he fires one incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
152 fighter. Hard.
2nd and 10. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Tony Jefferson. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's the guy in all the commercials now. Right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
Well, that'll be caught by Cup. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. Goff now 11 of 17 passing thus far. He's got his guys a 1st and 10. Goff now looking to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Now Goff. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Rasul Douglas picks it. And a potential turning point as he'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10.
We go. 8-3. Check three.
They'll throw now on the final play. Flushed out right. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As it's time now to send you back stateside to Orlando, Florida, and check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, that's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Back to the air. Goff on 2nd down. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. William Jackson with a pick. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates...
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Samson Abuka leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that.
Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Leonard Floyd picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
So when you have good field position to start a drive and you give up back-to-back sacks, that can be demoralizing for a team.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
X3, 218, chop it. Hey, lock it. Let's go.
He'll look to throw. He wants it all for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary has really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
Down here in the third quarter, obviously that's one they could have used.
Yeah, and one of my favorite special teams coaches in the NFL told me what separates the kickers in the NFL versus the ones who are not, it's not the misses. It's the second miss in a row. Best kickers in the league, they don't miss 2 in a row. He's got to get his head back together in case he gets another shot.
They start the drive with Lynch. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation is felt also by the defense.
That's complete to the tight end, Everett.
Here we go. 180. Going out. You draw perfect.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
Hey, Shell. Set.
Goff wants to throw on 3rd and 1. He's got a man. It's Sutton. That's complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here. Henderson now on 1st and 10. He'll get about 4 here. Down to the 43-yard line. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup.
Yeah, let's get second.
Hey, Alpha.
The 43-yard line.
Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4.
Gone. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down.
2 for 1. 2 for 1. Here we go.
Here's Goff. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Geno Atkins, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Come on, let's go.
At their own 20-yard line.
Let's go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Yeah, they've got to be a little bit frustrated about that last drive. Missed field goal.
Always hurts a team because, you put something out there, you're giving yourself a chance, you're in range, and the ball doesn't go through the post. But it's not something to panic about, I don't believe. Just keep playing and keep going.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. 2nd and 5. Got an open man. That's C.J. Uzomah. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
He's crashing.
Go.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. That's caught by his tight end, Uzomah. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. Here's Kevin Huber now, as he's on to punt for Cincinnati. It's taken to the 26. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Elsewhere, NFL scoreboard, 3rd quarter now in Tennessee. You saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. Now Goff. He completes this to Sutton. It's a gain of 11 and a 1st down, L.A.
It's a gain of 11. That's good for a Rams and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Let's go, defense.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
120.
Check, check. Block 54. Block 54.
Goff on first down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. The Clemson product, DJ Reader, got in for the sack. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Geno Atkins, make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
So, Brandon, we've sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Third and long. It's gone. He'll let this go deep for Sutton, and that's caught inside the 35. Yeah, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. They'll get 34 yards there. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been...
And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. William Jackson with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Bengals drive about to get going. And you're still in this game. I mean, yeah, you haven't scored. Offense obviously has struggled, but you're only 2 scores down, so all hope now. Oh, and he's not going to make it out of the end zone. The push too strong, and that'll be a safety. Well, there is still time to recover from this. It remains a 2-score game, even with the 2 points there, but let's just say things not trending in the right direction.
I like that phrase. I'm going to say it along with you. Things are definitely not trending in the right direction. They needed something on that drive. Instead, they gave up 2 points and a lot of hope.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
From the 32 now, here's first and 10. A shotgun snap for Goff. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Second and 10. Goff again. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. A good pickup, 17 yards, and also a Rams first down. Now Goff on first down. And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's second and 4. Second and 4. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
And when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by John Johnson. Oh, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game, go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Goff now looks to throw. Got a man open, it's Sutton. And he takes it all the way down to the 44-yard line. A big play there for L.A. And even 50 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Out of the gun. Goff. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Sutton. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. Open man, and again it's Sutton. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. And they will take a knee here. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Watch out, watch out.
2nd down, it's Henderson. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. From the gun, here's Goff. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
So with that, you figure now this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points.
And now here is another interception. John Johnson with the INT. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
On 2nd down now, it's Lynch. And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. 7 yards on the carry, make it 3rd and 4 coming up. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because We've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college, and how about in the NFL? The miracle in the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee, and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
So the L.A. Rams with a victory here, and they did it in shutout fashion. Impressive.
Would it be too bland of a statement to say they didn't have the greatest day offensively? I mean,
did enough, though. Did enough, but yeah, you're right.
Most games, it wouldn't have been enough. So they've got to go into the locker room and applaud their defensive mates and say, guys, you really carried us today. We'll try and get you back next time. But as for today, you guys were nails out there.
So for Los Angeles, a loss would have really hurt. As it stands, they finished the first half at 3-5. And now it's off to Heathrow as they get set to fly back to the U.S. in a couple hours. Meanwhile, for Cincinnati, things are kind of getting ugly as they drop to 1-7 now on the year. And they'll take this loss into the bye as they'll be back in action in Week 10.